Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this week's episode of Exodus After Dark. My name is Shinsei. Here along me is Red Knight,
What up?
Jerry,
Hello.
some idiot named Monster who's trying to plug
Hi.
himself, Kylus,
Hi.
and Nova.
Hello.
I think my introduction gets more and more depressed as the weeks go on.
No, it's just because of how tired I am.
No, mine. Me.
LMAO.
Well, yeah, I
Oh,
guess
you
that
Gonna
works
get
too.
Nail
more
on
depressing
us.
in a sec, you know what I mean?
So are
Oh,
we
we're
starting
missing
with Novice or
Spongy.
are we starting
Sad.
with Inter? I feel like we should start with Novice. This is
Yeah,
gonna
we
be
always
easier.
start with
It was
Novice.
kind of another Resident Sleeper week, except for one thing. The Gods bleed. The Gods bleed confirmed.
Wait, did Wisdom lose?
No. They dropped a map.
No. The gods
And they
really
looked
bleed.
mortal on every map except for the first one. Like they looked like they could lose on every map except for the first one.
True.
Yep.
Wait, who did they lose to? Or almost?
Edinburgh.
They faced Edinburgh and like I don't know. I kind of memed on Ghost about them saying that the top three interchangeable. I still don't think Geometric even has a
I don't think
remote
top
claim.
3 are interchangeable, but top 2 are getting closer.
I was gonna say I don't think interchangeable is correct either, but I certainly don't think Wisdom's like a whole tier above EM anymore. And we'll get this confirmed next week with week 5 coming around where Wisdom faces off against Geometric.
Mhm.
Oh, and I'll quickly just mention the other two games. They're kind of Resident Sleeper because Hyperflex with their scuffed roster got 3-0'd by OTW and
No
Geo
surprises there.
3-0'd. Yeah, and then Seattle kind of in the same spot, right? Scuffed roster. So the only real interesting game was EM versus Wisdom Academy, and I don't know, like who actually watched it besides me? I was casting.
Wisdom, I watched.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. So the impression I kind of had was like Wisdom has way bigger holes in their team play than I previously had thought, basically. And I think also this is a really bad game for Minimax. He looked really out of position and really confused. I don't know if it was a comms problem.
Yeah.
I think some of it was definitely a comms problem.
Mhm.
Or he was trying to do too much. Maybe he knows Maryland was like probably his closest competition at MT. I don't know. So he just looked off the whole night.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
Yeah, and then Spongy was like inconsistent throughout the day. Thigh was all right. I think the big thing that pulled it through was the supports for Wisdom kind of
I
like
agree.
popped off. To be honest, good old Red Panda. I don't know.
The man
Anyone
with
have
the
any other
panda.
thoughts? Yeah. Anyone have any other thoughts on the game? I know Shinsei has no idea what we're talking about because he's like slept
Because his
through the whole damn
dumbass
thing.
slept through it.
I slept for 6 hours from 4.
Yeah. By the way, he was supposed to be my co-caster. Good job.
Thanks, man. I was
And you're gonna
really
be
excited
struck
about
for
it
like
too.
a whole week now, probably.
I don't care. Well, like I
I
care,
know.
but like at the same
I know.
time,
Sleeping's important. You're fine. I'm just giving you
Inter
shit.
is gonna be fun to
Yeah.
talk about. That's all I'm saying.
shit, I'm scared.
Inter is
Red?
yeah.
Kylus wants
Okay,
you.
not red. Okay, so basically,
Hey,
She's
what I was
phrasing.
gonna say,
Agree.
since we
What?
wanted to say stuff about Novice, Red has been doing levels above what he was doing. He's like
Oh,
he
Panda.
played
Oh
very
yeah.
well.
Panda. Yeah,
Yeah,
Panda did
Panda's-
awesome.
Very well.
Panda's been popping like the last 2 weeks. I feel like. I mean, he was playing fine at the beginning, but I mean, he's kicked it up a notch. I think literally the Cole at the end saved the entire team fight, for them to win on Dorado. And that fight looked incredibly losable. So, yeah, no, Panda's been playing much better. I think like on Hollywood, he hit like 3 sleeps in a row over the course of 3 team fights. Like,
Yeah,
it
he
was
did
pretty,
really good.
like just really good use of
Proud
cooldowns.
support player.
Oh yeah.
No, it was good stuff. I was really happy with it. I mean, yeah, like I'll be honest, like Wisdom still looks like they're probably the dominant force in Novice, but like I mean, they bleed, like they really do. Like they're it's losable. It is definitely losable.
That was
I think.
100% losable. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's to the point where I'm thinking like all of a sudden those additions like Geek Cake that everyone's like, oh, that's just like gravy. Like additions like that are like what's gonna carry them through playoffs, basically.
Yeah.
So, whereas like before, I think they might have lost 2 maps even if Nukmar was still on the team, or rather Nukmar was starting. Let me rephrase that because I know he's coming back.
Is Geek Cake really that big of like an addition to them to where it's like called a
Oh
carry?
yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
okay,
yeah.
being on a listen,
Geek is super
quality
good.
wise, yeah.
being on a
Quality-wise,
team
yeah.
with Geek and having like experience with her, her comms are actually like really good, especially for Novice. Her comms can carry.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
I mean,
And
and
just
keep in
for her game, and also with her gameplay too. So she's
yeah, I was-
actually a huge role in the team.
I mean,
Red
and keep in
Knight on
mind,
Exodus.
right? The division that Nova has played with her in is the equivalency in terms of SR range of intermediate. So, like it was 2500 to 32 in Owlet Miners. So, like, yeah, Geek was a big addition, and we really kind of like. I think this week's one of the weeks that really like demonstrated that. So, Wisdom's rolling, but like, I mean, they should be thanking the lucky stars they were able to get good trades and stuff, and Hyperflex kind of imploded.
Yeah,
My dog has something to say about that.
I heard him.
I thought that was you talking. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep. So, Wisdom is going to improve to a map, like a 4-0 record, with a map win loss of, 12-1. Map differential of 11. Edinburgh, they go to 3-1. Their map differential goes to 11 and 6. Still, I'm pretty sure sole possession of second place. No, actually, yeah, sole possession of second place, because Geometric's going to be one map behind them. So, it's still interesting. I don't know. Novice is weird. I don't know how to interpret it, mostly because One Trick doesn't have a win. One Trick got a win, their first win today against Hyperflex, but I think One Trick quality-wise is a lot better.
Sure.
But I mean, they had a lot of new pieces, so I don't know. There's still some time left. There's 1 week plus the 3 Swiss weeks, and that's actually going to be really good for OTW because they're going to be put in the group with Hyperflex in Seattle, and I just expect them to raffle stomp that the last 3 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
How do they lose in that group? Like
They don't.
Like they
Unless
shouldn't
they
know that.
choke out of their minds.
I mean,
Yeah.
the thing with like OTW, like, yes, they did get reverse like swept in like 6 maps, but they took the first 2 maps against EM, which seemed like a challenger for Wisdom Academy. I think, yeah. Oh, OTW took like, yeah, okay.
Yep.
Well
Yeah.
said, bud.
Yes.
Yeah. No. I agree. So let's actually quickly run through
Prediction.
English is my
predictions.
first language, by the way.
Actually,
So
right
I'll read off matchups here really quickly.
Should we go over what we said last week before?
Yeah,
Who
you
got
can do
Preds
that.
right? Yeah.
All right, hang on.
We won't be able to
The
do that
video
for
said-
Inter for a reason.
Listen,
Because literally everyone's on the team.
that's my Wi-Fi.
No, because he didn't our predictions.
Oh, yeah,
Lad.
Talk
Okay.
about some inter announcements after.
Not yet, moron.
Yeah.
What was
There's
it?
more inter announcements, so these are the ones we already know about.
Already
Okay.
know.
This is
these
the,
are the ones
oh,
we
okay.
know
We're
about.
gonna save that. We're gonna save that for the end after we talk about everybody, and then we can
Yeah,
talk about it
but
in tier
shouldn't
list
I-
time.
Yeah.
Please, or if you don't want to do it, like someone else can do, but please actually like keep note of these because I actually think
Dude,
I want to do like a rankings
I
for
couldn't
our
help it.
predictions.
My Wi-Fi was out and I was on my phone.
You have
well,
fingers?
listen, I want to get to the point where we can like rank ourselves and see who has the best. Okay. I hate. Stop looking at me like that.
I get it.
No, he's
Alright.
looking at me.
Everyone can chill. All right.
Okay, last week
She's
SBC
scary
versus
today.
Geo. It's because I'm tired. Jesus.
SBC Geo.
SBC versus Geo. Red said 0-3. Kyle said 0-3. Shin said 1-3. Spongy 0-3. And everybody else was 0-3. Was I correct?
Yes. I mean, oh, come on. That was the easiest prediction in
That
the
was
world.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, buddy.
Edinburgh versus WA. I was
I
only 1
got
point
it
off. I
right.
said 2-3. Red and Kyle got it right. They took the map off.
Huggies.
Wait, I
Spongy
said
said
3-1.
3. Yeah. Nova also got it correct. And then everybody else said 0-3. Then OTW versus Hyperflex. Everybody said 0-3 besides Nova.
Who
And we
said
were
three?
all wrong.
I was taking a gamble because then again it was kind of like this whole new team, so I thought maybe like that
Maybe
we,
they
if,
could pull out with something.
They
when you
literally
have
had
a
to.
whole-
They literally had to loan players from Wisdom to
when,
play
when you
tonight.
drop a whole roster and get a bunch of new people, you really don't know how it's gonna turn out. Like you would think bad, but like I don't know. I think there's a possibility that they could have taken a map.
Hyperflex,
obviously-
more like Wisdom
I
Academy
mean, maybe,
subs.
but no. Not with what
No.
they ended up having to do. If they'd actually been able to pull
So-
together a roster, maybe.
I mean, it's a Luckers. I don't know, man. Hyperflex is kind of like whatever. OTW made the prediction hard, not Hyperflex.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into next week really quickly. Geo versus Wisdom, EM versus Hyperflex, and OTW versus SBC. So let's start with OTW versus SBC.
Your
What? How's
mic-
my
That's
being
a
low?
Mike
roll.
bad
I don't
low.
know.
Hello?
Okay, you're good now. You're good now. You're good.
Hello?
So SBC versus OTW. I can't imagine a world where OTW does not 3-0 this easily.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the? Ever had
OTW,
OTW and
OTW vs
SBC.
one trick.
SBC.
Yeah, One Trick Wonders versus Seattle Battle Cattle.
I
I
agree
just
with
can't
that.
imagine them taking a map off. I just can't. Like OTW is much better roster wise. Like the OTW roster, like I mean, they could make a run in the second half, like for at least second or third,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
with the way
Then
the
again-
roster's constructed now.
I'm gonna go ahead and say 3-0, but I
Yeah.
feel like there is a big possibility of them taking a map off. Like, they don't look good, but they look better than they used to.
Who's
SBC
starting?
does.
Who's starting as MT for SBC now?
Ghost Turtle. Yeah, that's bad, but honestly, they
Wait,
they
wait,
look-
hold that pace. Hold that
Shit
pace.
is that?
Hold that. No! Hold that pace.
they could have been
No,
any
we'll
of
have it.
them.
We'll have it for the YouTube video. The YouTube video.
I hate you all. Of course, you're gonna get another Red Knight emote. Any.
Bro, we literally
Um,
have shit in the sketty. I don't want to
we
hear
could have
it.
used Shinte's emote when he just kind of stared at the screen.
True.
Six-
All
Alright,
the
alright,
things
alright, wait, so I say 3-0, Kylus is 3-0.
Uh,
Kylus is
Let's
3-0.
What
do it. So does Monster.
is
3-0.
what is the rosters? What are rosters looking like for
3-0
OTW and
says
SBC?
3-0.
SBC's roster's been obliterated because they've got Rim Jazz no longer plays for them, and
3-0.
neither does me.
Never mind.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know the
yeah,
rest of it.
yeah. It
All
literally
right, what's
doesn't
next
matter.
game?
Next one is EM versus Hyperflex. 3
3-0.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this
EM.
3-0, 3-0, 3-0, make a
Y'all hear
lull for
something?
watch.
3-0
lull for
Hyperflex.
watch.
I'm kidding. 3-0 over. 3-0. Bro.
Yeah, you want to try that again? One more time.
3-0 M.
One more time.
Yeah, I think we're literally all
yeah.
saying 3-0
And what is it? Wisdom Academy versus Zoo?
Gia.
His verse.
I give it a
Oh, yeah,
3-1.
3-2, map 5.
3-1.
What?
If Edinburgh
You
didn't
think
take him to
Gio-
a 3-2, it's not happening.
The gods bleed.
Not that much.
I mean, they do bleed.
That
And there's
much.
good. I mean, and actually, there's good film out. But I mean, I know Nevin's not gonna
3-1.
be vibing with this result. So, I'm going three. I'm going 3-0 Wisdom Academy.
Really? Okay. I still think
Yeah,
they can
yeah,
take him
yeah.
out.
Because Geo has the problem of they're still very reliant on SDA.
Well,
Churd is fine, but he's not great. I think that the tanks are going to clean up their play going into next week because literally, like, that was the worst
Yeah.
thing
Who is
Minimax
that?
has
Is
given
that
us.
It's
I
over
think it's gonna
me.
be 3-0. I feel like
it's
over
Geo's
me
good
for the-
for non like organized team like reasons, and EM is good for like because they feel like they're better as a team.
EM's team play is much better than the rest
yeah,
of the
exactly,
league
that's
besides
what's-
WA.
Geo is like they're good, just not team play wise, right? So
Mhm.
that's why I think that Wisdom Academy is gonna 3-0 them.
I genuinely agree with that.
Stop looking at
I'm
me
sticking
like
with
that,
3-1.
I was
Can
looking at
you
you like
disable
that.
Monster's webcam?
Yeah, can we do that, please?
I'd love to.
But he's so cute.
He's going, he's going after
He's
my
going
door.
for the arms. Like what?
Hi Jerry, smile.
All right.
Boy, it's a limited
Cool.
bro.
Predictions in. Me, Monster, Nova, all 3-0s. Shin 3-2. That's still crazy to me.
3-2 is
Okay.
not possible.
I mean, okay. Let's go back to talking about Novice really quickly. I mean, I assume for tier lists, for me, I'm just gonna quickly run through it. I have Wisdom 1, Edinburgh 2, Geometric
3.
is still 3,
Yeah.
but I really don't like putting them 3. I almost want to put OTW in their place because I really do like their new roster's look, and I think their team plays a lot better. Now that Corbs is no longer a coach, I feel like they're gonna get better. So like I don't know. I think OTW's on the upswing. Although that said, I don't know who their coach is right now. So there's that.
Somebody.
Corb's gone. somebody, I guess. And then I'm gonna put SBC over Hyperflex for
Of
what it's
course.
worth. But like it's close. SBC is that much of a dumpster fire at the moment.
No.
I don't think it's that close, but it's eh.
Speaking of dumpster fires, Dallas Fuel, SMH.
We only need Doha. 1v6 easy
You know
clap.
how sad that makes me?
I
Yeah.
forgot that I didn't lock the
No,
backpacks
no,
here.
no, no, we're
and I
doing
went over and I fell.
we're
Did he
doing
laugh so hard
no,
when
the
I
rest
said,
of us
"Oi,
have
it's
to do tier
unlimited"?
lists. I
Mine is
swear to
just
God,
the
if you
same
start
as
with the
Red's.
keyboard, you are being muted. Yeah.
Okay, so we agree. Okay, so
Mine's also
we
the
run
same
through-
as Red's, ironically.
It's really boring. Like I mean, I don't know. Like Novice is kind of boring when it comes to
Yeah.
True.
because it's just very obvious.
No,
Like
it's
Inter by
bad.
comparison is so much harder to rank certain, especially the middle. Holy.
The middle's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a plus
Say that's a bad word.
decency.
What, middle?
Oh my
Holy.
gosh.
Oh. No, that's a, like, church word.
It's a church word.
Gotta get my analyst glasses
Okay.
on real quick.
Does anybody else have a tier
Mhm.
list, or are we moving on? Oh God. Inter.
Oh, Austin.
Yeah, honey?
What'd you spit out?
What?
You
What
spit
just
out.
happened?
Did you eat the afterbite?
What? The hell's an afterbite?
Oh.
You know,
Okay.
something,
Just
like,
let
he
him.
was rubbing on.
We're not doing this. Let him do
Bing,
this.
bong, 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 bong. Bing, bong,
I
bong.
would
Shut
Are
up.
we
My
going?
sister GG. I'm
are
Not
Those
we
Inter.
going-
Not
Changeable right
Inter.
We're not talking about Inter yet, Austin. We're
Oh.
talking about Novice.
I'm dumb.
What are you, Jerry? Stop.
Whoever's doing Jared, please. Okay.
I'm gonna go insane.
Okay. So Wisdom, Edinburgh, Geo,
And then the rest of them.
then the rest. Yeah.
So the same as
Look,
Reds.
actually, I
Okay.
forgot who they were. So
I literally thought about being spicy and putting OTW ahead of Geo. They just haven't proved it yet, so I can't.
I kind of want to, but not yet.
Yeah, that's the problem I have. Like
No, you
if
can
they
come up.
get if they continue to 3 Overwatch like the bad teams, like and they look better than Geo, which I think they have so far. Like, well, I'll call it that way, but
Okay.
You know,
Inter time?
it's hard.
Question mark?
Yeah, Inter time.
Inter.
Inter was
It's
kind
been
of
a
wild
week.
this week.
It's been a
Yeah.
week. Well, a weekend
Well,
actually.
Actually, oh, no mega lol, I lied. Mom Mentality 3-0'd the second best team in the league.
No,
Smile.
I
GZ
don't
is
think they're
the second best team in the league.
They're really
Well,
not.
now they are. I mean, by default, I
Well,
guess.
We were before.
What do you mean you
uh,
guess?
They were before.
Wait,
Yeah.
It's a
who?
little bit
Pepe
passive
hands.
aggressive for my taste.
Pepe hands.
Pepe hands indeed. No. I mean, I'm just memeing mostly when I say that, so you can chill.
He's always me.
Yeah, like, I mean, I don't know. Like, we really just kind of fired on all cylinders. Some of the games are close, some of them weren't. Like, I think on Control we just hard rolled them if I recall correctly. Oh no, Control may have been the close one. I can't remember.
Control seems like y'all's map type. My
Oh
lord,
yeah,
I've
we
lost
haven't.
track.
Oh, for
Well, I
sure.
mean, we haven't dropped any. Like, even in the game where I wasn't there, we didn't drop Control. So, I mean.
Mhm.
You just seem
And
to
we
know
had to
what
win
do.
two. We had to win 2 control maps. So because I went to game 5 with me not
Easy.
there, easy clap. Win 2 control maps and then win a random other map, and who cares, right? I had probably my best game of the season against DC. Yeah, like I mean, I hit all the nasty juggles. Court played insane as normal. Phone played much more controlled than he usually does, which I appreciated deeply. I think DC, like honestly, after
They've fallen
after
off.
no, it's not like that. It's more like
A little bit.
no. I mean, like you got to keep in context, right? Like,
I was muted the whole time. Let's
I
go.
think the problem with DC was like as a team. I think Tyler's rock solid, but I think the rest of them like panicked a little bit after the first L. Like
I
after you
think-
guys beat them, yeah, I think they panicked.
I just don't think that
I agree.
they're top tier level. I'm just gonna like.
Oh, I have some spicy opinions, but I'm saving that for
Oh,
tier list
Lord.
discussion.
But
Wait,
listen,
when
Yeah,
are we
I
doing the
I think
events? Is that after
just
tier
because
list or
double cap
before?
3-0 to the first two
We'll
teams
We'll talk about it
doesn't
during
make them
tier
the
list because it
best.
affects tier.
It affects tier list,
so-
so
Doesn't-
yeah.
yeah,
Do it
yeah.
right
3-0
before.
capitalism, which honestly doesn't feel too great. Sorry,
Everyone's
Pilot.
saying. Everyone is saying
I'm not.
scheduled
I
right?
wasn't there. That doesn't
Everyone's.
affect me.
Yeah. Well,
What?
and I don't think,
He
and
said
they always
sorry,
obviously
Kyla, stop
3
with
with
the
the bench. I don't think they're a very
Oh.
mid-tier team, in my opinion.
I agree.
At least until
Wait, did you say the
further
bench was
notice.
a mid-tier team?
No, he's
no,
talking about double
GG.
cap.
GG.
Double cap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
so
was about
people
to
are
say.
always like, they got upset by GCG. Or they got upset by like, well, no, they're not that great.
Woo!
True.
I mean, it's
I mean, I
yeah.
do
They were
agree.
they were overhyped
agree,
like
it's not-
obligation.
It's this
It's because
godlike coaching.
they 3 first two
Obligation
maps.
was really overhyped. though,
Really
like,
overhyped.
Really
Yeah.
overhyped. Like
Really.
DC at least
Okay,
has
but-
DC at least has good pieces and good players. Like I think there's
To
no
the,
debate that DC is like capable.
To the
Yeah, they got three
benefit of
overwatched by
holy
G
shit.
Yeah,
Stop
Shin's
talking
trying to
over him.
talk.
Shut up.
To the benefit of obligation, they actually did pull their shit together and managed to run a decent shadow dive. It obviously wasn't good enough, but it was actually pretty solid, and it gave us a little bit of trouble on first point
True.
Volsky. So I will give them credit for that. So we've got to give
Gotcha.
credit where credit's due. So I don't know if that was coaching or just players, but that was really well done.
Gotcha. And I guess that's a good transition to talk about real quick. GCZ 3-0'd obligation.
And
Mhm.
I
Were
rode
the maps
to
particularly
bench.
close?
Past Volsky, no.
Okay.
We swept. It was really easy.
Got it.
Literally, Rye said, or not Rye, Rye left for 5 minutes to go sing happy birthday to his dad in the middle of it. So I used all of our pause time. And
All of it.
then Greek said, as soon as he came back, guys, we got to finish this up. I need to go wish Rye's dad a happy birthday. So
Wait,
that
wait,
was the
they
mood for
know each
tonight.
other?
For
That's
that
true.
night. No.
That is a
No.
very
They don't.
chill
I
vibe.
mean, I don't know
Holy.
if Greek and Rye's dad know each other, but Greek and Rye definitely don't know each other in real life.
Wait, how? What does that mean?
It was
He was
probably a joke.
dreaming, bro.
It was
Oh.
probably a
No,
joke.
Different
Chill,
countries.
Chill,
no.
buddy.
Let's poggers.
No, Nova with the
Not
Papega
poggers.
moments, bro.
I'm
Not
not
poggers.
Alright.
Always
I'm
Nova
just-
with the Papega
I'm
moments.
just. Listen, I was in GT, so I give up.
Okay, so I'm gonna skim past it then, because like clearly it sounds like that game was Resident Sleeper.
Yeah, it's kind of
Um,
Resident Sleeper.
The bench got a map, and they didn't just get a map against anyone. They got a map against a good team.
Teehee.
Like,
Okay.
I mean,
I think MI6 is undeniably one of the better teams in the league.
Agreed.
fourth
I
place.
mean,
But you don't get
fourth,
to yet.
they're
We haven't
third.
talked about
They're
it.
third right now. Are you talking
know,
about
I
rankings?
think
Oh,
they're
oh,
No,
okay,
not
we'll-
rankings.
We'll talk about it.
You don't
Well,
get to
Well,
raise your hand. We
speed
haven't talked about it
Class.
yet.
This isn't class.
As soon as
Okay,
Monster joined, they lost
listen.
the map.
Oh,
What
Let's-
monster?
Did not fit in my
Wait,
ears.
this leagues.
Okay, so in scrims before, we were messing the fuck around.
Oh no.
Listen, because it
So
was
this
the
is
easiest
hubris,
team
right?
we've ever scrimmed before, and we were like, these guys are worse than the bench, or these guys are better than the bench. You're gonna beat their asses, and then we mess around first map. So I don't know. I think it's just it was my team being retarded. That's all that.
So you're saying this is hubris? Got it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure 100% that this is all just them
Yeah,
messing
yeah.
around and taking it too far, and then
Listen.
losing the map.
Fair. I think that's reasonable. But still,
'Cause
it was a good
if
team.
My
If I-
boys,
If/win, I get on the bench.
Leagues, dude.
Single match.
Leagues.
He said if/win. He doesn't know.
Well, I mean, it's a league that he's trying.
Well, no
kind
one's
of, but not
watched this.
really.
No
So
one watches
you
Not
know
really.
the unluckiest thing about you going to the
ATZ
bench is
watches
the
now.
bench. You know what the
Oh,
unluckiest thing about you going to the bench
He's
is,
my homie,
Nova?
bro.
The one decent position they have is MT.
He's okay, but I'm better.
Who?
All right.
The Koala Kings
Who's
care
their
is
main?
back.
Wait, who's
Yeah,
their
again.
tank?
yeah.
their main
It depends on the week. It's either C team or pivot,
Oh,
or
Well,
actually, or no.
no,
What's the
C-team is
other guy?
off
There's a
tank.
third one. There's a third
D
one.
team is our off tank.
See, teams are off tank and they only have 2 main tanks. Are you kidding?
No, C team's been playing main tank. I don't know if
Really?
he played main tank this
Why?
week.
Yeah, Monster said.
Well,
I really
love you,
felt that.
bitch. So, you're the best team in the world. Pick me up.
What's
Am I retarded? I'm
popping?
pretty sure C team's off.
so you have C man. You don't even know your own teammate.
LMAO. Oh yeah, C man.
You don't
What
even
was
know your
player? He was an
man.
off tank player.
Listen,
He
Okay,
man,
clear.
Listen.
Clear.
I've been on the team for 3 days.
Clear.
Alright,
Wait,
clear
Jerry.
comms. So
Yo.
What kind of headphones do you have?
Why are we? No.
hello?
No.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk
So-
about.
No, so there's one more game to quickly touch on, which is actually the most interesting in my opinion, because it actually segues really well in the tier
Capping
lists.
content.
Yeah,
That was a good game.
it
Mhm.
was a good game, and I think it
Nobody-
kind of broke capitalism, bro.
Oh, it did. It 100% did.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Bro,
their spirit is dead.
At least
The
we didn't
breaking
lose
of
to
the
bench.
spirit actually segues into the
roach, there's a
the
roach, there's a
trades that were
roach.
made this week.
Yeah, and that will have a good way to bridge
Trades
the tier
and
list. But yeah, like so basically what ended up happening was it was a very back and forth series. Content ended up getting the dub over capitalism and what was can't be described anything short of like just a really tense close game. Capitalism looked very in control in the last map, or not capitalism, content looked very in control in the
lost
last
it.
map. But like up to that point, it
It was really close.
looked winnable, yeah. And then all of a sudden the trade rumors just like I mean immediately like as in they get off the server and like I'm hearing stuff like
Mhm.
holy everyone wants out of capitalism or not everyone but
Their
pretty
captain.
Major parts.
yeah right so their captain wants out and this leads to a 2-for-1 trade from capitalism giving Great Cub over to GZG and then Kylist and what is it BX
BX,
Yeah.
who's inactive, smile.
unlucky goes over to capitalism.
Not for us. The Kyle's part, yeah, but not the BX part.
I mean, the whole thing's kind of weird. Like, I mean, I don't know, man. Great Cub's gonna. I mean, this is my opinion. Great Cub's probably gonna get mad, but I don't really give a shit. So,
Get rolled.
yeah, really, like it's.
We
fine.
shall see.
Great Cub should ride the bench for a while because his Moira is compared to Ian's trash.
Agree.
And he doesn't really have good cooldown management on Moira, and like it's something that everyone in this league has exploited pretty much since day one.
That's not
it's
even
kind
me
of the-
just being salty that he replaced me. It's just Ian has a really good Moira. Like
No, Ian's Moira is quite good. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, this is more about Ian being good than Great
Yeah,
Cub being
yeah,
bad.
yeah,
But,
yeah.
but, like, if you want an Ana player, I mean, that's more of a discussion.
Gotta coach him up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth the investment. You got a good flex for it, so chill. And also I don't really like
The Kyle's
this
cough.
is like an aside. I don't like rewarding players who literally just want to leave because they're losing.
Yeah,
And that's
exactly.
kind of
I
where
agree with that
capitalism
much.
that's
True.
kind of where capitalism's at, right? Like capitalism has coaches. They have Flawless. Like Flawless is not stupid.
oh yeah.
And
Like
then
me.
supposedly there's this whole dispute about how whether or not Great Cub wanted out and all this stuff, and I'm like,
He wanted out before the game.
yeah, I know, like this is silly.
He's been
And then
wanting out.
yeah, and like again, this is talking about the team captain, and I don't know, man. He just I don't know. I had like I kind of liked him, and then like this whole thing happened. I was like, bruh, this is just kind of like a bitch move. But
It's understandable.
I mean, I don't know. Like chasing wins in a league like this, like when you could just focus on yourself, like in terms of improvement, is a little beyond me. Anyway, so that sets the stage for all that. There are some other big pickups this week, though, that we have to quickly address.
Oh wait, can I mention something about?
Yeah.
Wait, because Bard is on CC, right, or Speedy?
Yeah, Bard is on CT.
All
yeah.
right. So a little context. I used to play with Bard actually. He was
Oh,
on
really?
he was on my 3.4K team a while back because he has game knowledge of the GM because he was like GM on console or some shit. Then he transferred over to PC and I played with him for GGNA season 14 or 15, whatever the last season was.
Nice.
He wasn't bad, but like he definitely wasn't diamond. But he is still pretty solid. So I can understand why he's doing well at CC. He's a really solid player at the CELO.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly though go over the other big important pickups. Our own Monster is now on a team.
Finally.
Joined MI6.
Hog champion.
Poggers,
And our
Jerry-
boy Jerry.
riding the pine as a DPS
Jerry
player.
Owie.
Yeah, he went to GCG.
Mm-hmm.
And then couldn't play.
Sag.
Because he didn't. We had him for days, and then just no
Well,
one
I
was able to
cooked by
actually.
Pixels.
His free agency thing got messed up, and then once it was fixed, no one was able to actually get him officially on the team, so he wasn't even eligible.
Because
to
I'm
play
not
the match.
assistant manager yet, and I'm still just head
Yeah,
coach,
I-
even though I
my
take care of literally everything
My
besides
So-
schedule.
Trial me.
Okay, so let's quickly get over there's like a bunch of additions. And then at the end we'll talk about how they're important. Maverick joins MM, kind of resident sleeper. Only because I love Maverick. Like, don't get it twisted.
You want to say it again one more time?
For the people in the back. For the people in the back.
Yeah. I love Maverick.
yeah,
Like,
there you
I
go.
mean,
I think
he
I heard
even
about
says he's like he's just a reserve. Like, he's there in case like we have a bunch of issues.
Albert.
He's not. We have no intention of him like doing too much unless
Starting?
we need him to. Yeah. I mean, unless something comes up, right?
What does he play?
Off tank.
Okay. And then yeah, that makes sense.
And Jewel is kind of like just
They've been popping off.
He's a monster at the moment.
He's been fragging.
Yeah, he has. The bench released Slimal, who's now gonna ride the bench at Kingdom Come.
Oh
in
yeah.
Advanced.
True.
Mega lol.
Because he thinks he's the best player in the world.
No.
'cause
He
hit
just
Masters
wants
of
to get.
console.
He just wants to get better. Like, leave the kid alone. Penguin picks up.
He has an ego.
Penguin picks up themselves for CC, and that seemed to have a positive impact on the game.
Did he play?
I thought he did.
I don't remember
I
it
don't
if he
think he
did.
did.
I don't
I
think
think
so.
it was Kishot and Repeat playing the whole time, and then Repeat
Yeah.
got traded.
Oh, my bad. All right, so I have now. I'm gonna say this. The biggest additions are for Double Cap, I think. Double Cap picks up Navino.
That's huge.
Huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a
brain
big deal because
time.
like he has a decent brain on him. He has a diva that's not scuffed. Although that said, TIE Fighter actually played diva fairly well. We're just too powerful. But no. But he has a very good diva. He has a good Sigma. Like he probably, if Kate's too busy, Navino probably for sure starts after this week. I would imagine.
I think Navino probably starts soon anyway.
I mean, I don't know. If Kate's there, it depends. It depends on what they want to try to do. It's all about the team. But Navino also has a nasty Zarya, so who knows? Maybe he's in just because he has the flexibility.
I will say one thing,
Yeah.
if I can confirm of it. I trialed with Navino, and in game, it's kind of crazy because like in between fight comms with him,
There is
Like,
none.
I
good?
lost.
Oh, they're good?
No, I lost. No, it's crazy. Like it's actually crazy. He's one of he's like probably the best in between fight comm. Like, dude, it's actually nuts. Because like,
Fight planning and stuff.
oh yeah, like
Yeah.
he's crazy with it. Like that's a
Crazy
huge
with it.
pickup for DC. I don't care. Like, it's,
No, I definitely think their coordination goes up.
Mhm.
It's Navino has weaknesses, but I'm not gonna really get into that. Like I mean, everyone does, right? So, yeah, Navino is a big pickup for
feed.
DC, and they can level
True.
up. And this is important because we have to talk about tier list later, and it's gonna impact how I rank DC. Just saying. Because you have to think about going forward, right?
Mhm.
And then the last thing is Repeat also joined DC, which is a big pickup at DPS. Although the DPS for DC are very good, so I don't know how much playing time Repeat will get. So it just kind of depends. He probably would end up being an upgrade, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know who Accelerate is, but they ended up on CC as part of this trade. Yeah. So.
Wait,
I mean, and that,
Stellar?
yeah. So yeah, I mean that's all the changes.
Huge ass week for trades and shit.
Yeah, no, and we're going to bye weeks. So I don't really want to do predictions. We can do predictions next week.
Yeah, we can do predictions.
Mm-hmm.
When we talk, we'll do novice and then just talk predictions.
Yeah, and we'll kind of
This
talk about
scenario.
mid-season. We'll talk about mid-season review, and we can give like our mid-season report cards then. Like give everyone a chance to talk about it. I think the way to do that is we'll give each person 2 teams, and then what we'll do is we'll make it so that nobody has their own team.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. We'll work on that off air. So okay. Tier lists. I can start if no one cares.
Minutes.
Cool.
Go ahead.
I got my team at 1, cause forehead we've lost 2 maps all season.
In one game.
No games. We've lost 0 games. You literally can't lose.
Nova, are you dumb?
Like we have 2 map losses. How have we lost a game?
Mega
Wait, no, I didn't say that. I said both of your map losses were in a whole game.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true.
In a game.
Against CC, yeah. He's right. So that
Oh,
was
actually,
funny.
can I say something about CC? They're just the 3-2 Overwatch. Like,
Dude, it's
Dude.
brutal every
get it.
week. Every
they
week,
almost
bro.
got they either almost reverse sweep, go really close, or they almost get reverse
Bless you.
swept.
Yeah, no, it's
Like-
true.
They're a weird team, and I like it. It's fun to watch.
So at number 2,
It's weird.
No.
I'm gonna get flamed. MI6.
Sad.
Disagree.
I mean, yes, I expect you all to disagree.
I lost.
MI6's MI6's metacomps is pretty much the only metacomp that contests mob even close. And that's the main reason they get this. I know they have the best coaching staff, no cap. Like it's well, okay, it depends on how much they're utilizing them, but like I mean, they have Quab or Asdo, as some people know him, and
Mhm.
he has a massive brain and really can whip any group into shape. So like I mean this MI6 has easily one of the better rosters. They have easily the second best or best Sombra, depending on how you cut it with Drift. Yeah, I mean they're very, very good. I think like their weak points are main tank and everything else kind of rock solid. I'm not gonna lie. Like
I know, right?
I'm just gonna say
Okay.
Gag and Monster are both very capable. I think obviously Hamtaro is really good.
Kill monster.
No, not right now.
Yeah. Next, I might get flamed again
I swear to
Really?
God.
Really?
because there's an interchangeable.
You have zero faith. Like my
No,
god.
it's not zero. It's not
What's the
zero faith.
interchangeable?
The
What's the
interchangeable is you
interchangeable?
and double cap.
I agree.
No.
No. It's really,
no.
really simple. It's really, really simple. The Navino pickup
it
is
though?
impacting my decision. The Navino
Yeah, but
pickup.
it's the exact same role with their like best player.
No. But Nevin provides so much in terms of brain power and also
But
like
they're gonna play
mid-fight
him or
comms.
Kate is the problem. Their other
True.
best players on off tank.
But-
If yeah, I know, but they're okay. Their other best off tank is a one trick. And Navino is not a one trick. He brings all three of the prevalent off tanks to the table. Right? He can play Sigma, he can play Zarya, and he can play D.Va. And he can play D.Va probably the best out of anyone in the league besides maybe Jula. Like, him and Jula are going to be like a tight contest.
Didn't you just say that his D.Va is not the best the last time we were here?
No, I did not say that. I said the
Yeah.
exact... Wait, who, Jula's?
Yes.
No, I said it's
You
gotten
said
a lot
his
better.
Zarya was
No?
great. Okay.
No, I said it. Check the VOD. Check the VOD.
This
no.
gets like. Okay, cool.
No,
Whatever.
Jula's been massively improving, and also his performance this week impressed me a lot. So no,
Stop.
so I have double cap and GZG is interchangeable. And this is more about boosting DC than negging on GZG, right? Like this is me saying that I think the pickups matter a lot. And like I don't know, Guangzhou, like y'all are also kind of in the precarious position of you have to do your own thing. Like your meta has not been the tightest.
True.
So that puts you at a distinct disadvantage over like against teams like MI6. And supposedly, if Navino's there and can help with like nailing down the meta composition, could put you at a disadvantage potentially against a team like Double Cap in the future. So yeah, you guys get interchangeable for now. Next,
fair.
I got another spicy take. CC. And it's not that spicy, honestly. Now that I think about it,
That's kind of spicy.
That's
not really. Like,
That's
think
What
about
did you
the
have
teams
in
you
my
have
six?
less.
Have
No,
Have you
no,
talked
think
about
the
MI6 yet?
MI6
Yeah, I
is about
did.
second.
MI6 was my 2. Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's less spicy
Oh, you're
then.
putting content. You're putting content fourth.
No, I'm putting content as 5th
Fifth.
essentially.
Oh my lord, you're having obligation low. However, understandable.
Oh no. Obligation is literally second to last. Like their
Yeah,
position
I
in the
agree with that.
standings is accurate.
Yeah.
I feel bad for
Like-
Basket. I love you, homie. Even though you don't know me anymore.
Yeah, that kind of rhymed.
Oh.
Ah,
No,
Yeah,
No,
I.
so-
Yeah, go. Sorry.
it's all good. So,
My
so
homie though.
basically, capitalism's issue. Well, okay. First off, let's talk about content. Content has the main tank now, Poggers,
Pog champion.
and that does a lot. So I think they're very capable of winning games with individual talent. If they can get enough scrims together, they probably can get some team play in there. Once they have team play, all bets are off. They could climb on this list, to be honest. And honestly, this is another spicy one. I don't see Obligation winning another game this season.
So spicy.
Like,
I don't know
look at
about
Obligation.
not another game at all,
I
but
don't know who they play.
No,
so
no, no.
it's-
Let me
they
read the schedule
play
to you.
MI6
Let me read the schedule. Look at those games. Look at those games.
Yeah,
You're telling me they're gonna win?
They'd have to pull some crazy ass shit.
Like, they have to play against MI6, Content Credence, and then they play against DC for the last week. of the
Content
season.
can be winnable.
Listen,
They'd have
you
to
think-
pull some crazy ass, like I said.
This is not a
though.
surprise.
The other two, no.
Because content is just gonna do this, but it's gonna be another 3-2 Overwatch
I mean, probably.
Probably.
for
But
either team. Hopefully, Obligation for me because watching Content Credence kind of fail in 3-2 Overwatch is so funny. Like, I love watching Content Credence. They're my favorite team to watch.
they are
It's not
definitely the
advantage.
most mood. They are definitely the most mood swingy one to watch for sure. Like you have the full range of emotions watching them play.
Oh my god. Where am I?
That's
Wait, are
how
we
I
still doing
feel.
predictions?
No, not
No,
this week.
we're not
doing
doing
it next
predictions
week.
at all. It's a bye week.
And then the
Oh,
bench
not
is the-
predictions.
no
Tier
predictions.
list.
this
He's
week.
on his
I'm
tier
being
list
dumb. I'm
though.
being dumb. Go.
Because everyone keeps interrupting.
No one. It's just
That's
no
not true at all. You guys
You're
I know everyone
interrupted.
does.
Oh no.
Just go.
Okay,
Just go.
and all I had my last thing is the bench. The bench, like their tank line looks good, and then everything else looks like dog.
Bog.
They need like better coaching basically to even have a chance because no one's gonna trade for their players because nobody trusts their players to do well.
True.
Yeah, I mean that's basically all
Would
I
like
had.
to go next.
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay.
Not right now.
Three of you said
Um,
okay. Oh,
I'm going.
I'm going. No, you're not.
No,
I'm going.
I already said it.
Okay, so first,
Sponsor.
obviously,
Okay,
mob
so first is
mentality.
MF.
no, we're not doing this.
Then-
One of you, rock paper scissors.
There. All right. So first is obviously mob mentality. I think that everybody is going to get behind that bandwagon. It's not
Yeah.
even really a bandwagon. It's
I
just
was gonna
proof.
say, have we earned it
Proof is
yet?
just in the proof is just in the pudding. Yeah, basically SF.
Yeah, true.
You know, easy 3-0s across the board, undefeated regular season. That's what I'm expecting now. But yeah,
Fun fact: I am undefeated personally.
Yes,
in
we know you
all
are.
regular season games,
Knights.
We know. My God.
including
You
novice.
talk
last
about
season.
interrupting people. Hush.
I know.
Okay. Anyway,
Had to
number
stroke the ego.
2,
Hushed.
I'm gonna put GZ actually.
Okay.
I know it might
I
be a
agree
little
with
bit
that.
of like a personal thingy. However, I do think that we have the individual talent, and I'm gonna flex my coaching muscles here a little bit, but the coaching knowledge to actually bring the team together and be good at what we need to be good at. For example, I didn't even coach the double bubble comp that they were running, and they actually came out pretty clean with it. So that was literally just from an initial macro
mean
standpoint that they actually
shovel?
understood it. Shovel. Yeah, we called it shovel after a while.
What do you mean? After like
Because
2
there was,
minutes
like-
of seeing it.
Yeah, because it was Shadow Dive double bubble or Shadow Dive DPS with double bubble tanks. So that was pretty interesting to see them actually take on that.
Bruh.
Well, I mean, it
I mean, it
worked.
wasn't even scuffed.
It
It was
was.
just like an improvisation that worked because that's what we needed to do. We weren't winning,
Fair.
so we changed it up and we
No,
won.
you're fine. You're fine. I'm just trolling.
so I
I'm
think-
mostly trolling.
That actually brings me to another point, though. So thank you, because I think that that brings another level of flexibility to our team that a lot of other teams have not proven yet. For example, MI6 or Obligation or DC, all of them have either been stuck in their ways or haven't been able to transfer over completely to another team comp. Meanwhile, we're over here doing like the stupidest shit ever, and it working just because of how smart our players are. Literally, the brains on like half the people. Rise brain is huge. Ian's brain is pretty big. Clue's brain is getting bigger by the moment. He's not just filthy Junkrat one trick anymore. He fried the hell out in our game against Obligation. There was not a single Death Blossom that was under 2K. And I really think that we proved ourselves over the last few weeks. So that's why I think we're number 2. Number 3, I would say, is MI6. MI6 for obvious reasons. They're the only other team that has beaten us so far. So I think that they have a lot of stuff coming their way, especially with Monster being main support now. I think that he's going to be a pretty good IGL for them. On that note, I'm gonna server mute him. Probably should have announced that. But yeah,
You like you.
what other teams even are there?
I mean, you still have like double cap, capitalism, content credence, obligation, and the bench to talk about. So
Literally every other team.
Yep.
You're talking about 3.
Dude, Shut up. Okay. Probably. I'm gonna get a little risque here
Oh lord.
and say content for number 4.
That's not the worst prediction I've ever heard. I thought about it.
So
If double cap, wait, for what it's worth, if double cap doesn't pick up Nevin, I probably do put content all
yeah.
the way up there.
So
right?
I want the bye week is going to be really important, like really important for DC to integrate Navino. If they don't do that, CC will legitimately be number 4 on my tier list, like confirmed. If I hear or see anything about DC, like Nev just popping the hell off, just actually crushing it in scrims, then they have like a better, like probably the best shot of being higher on my tier list. However, for right now, CC, I like their tank lineup. Bard is a really good vocal main tank, from what I remember. So he was fragging. Now he's playing at the CeeLo, which I think is a little bit better for him. However, he is still at the higher end of the CeeLo. Even if his rank doesn't show it. Next, obviously, is DC because of what I was just talking about. DC has a solid roster, especially with the pickups that they've gotten. I think that with the flexibility of Nev compared to Kate, they're going to be in a lot better position, especially because Nev just has a huge brain. So if he can huge brain his way through a bunch of decisions or like mistakes that they make throughout any series, then they'll be okay. Next is Cap. Because Obligation has not proved themselves in the past 2 to 3 matches, so I'm not about the Obligation life. We 3-0'd them very easily, which came as a shock to me, honestly. I don't know why they abandoned Pig's Feet when they're actually decent at it.
Well, I mean, I think I said this a while ago about the bench, right? Like, in terms, I said this on Countdown, like, you have 2 approaches to fix a bad team, and one is to all in on bad compositions to compensate for your inability to play other things, or you can actually invest in trying to get good. And honestly, with the record that Obligation had with 1 win, they're not out of playoffs by any stretch of the imagination. The fact that content exists, and the fact the bench is like a given slot, like the bench doesn't exist. They're gonna take 1 or 2 missing playoff spots, so you're better off investing in trying to learn the meta. The only thing that sucks is that Obligation has this record with this schedule. Because now they're about to get like the
Clapped.
hardest stretch, dude. It's like this is actually brutal. I'm looking at this, and the more I look at it, I'm like, oof.
All right.
It's rough.
Anyway, back to Cap. I'm thinking about rating it higher TBH because we did just give them Kylus and BX. Kylus can be an IGL if she needs to. BX is just a decent DPS. So I honestly think that Kylus might be a really good addition over Great Cup for them. But Great Cup is also pretty decent advantage to us as well. So I think that she'll have a really good impact on Cap and most likely be a starter. Who do we have left? We have content. No, not content.
Content. You have to...
Yeah, just bench.
Obligation on the bench.
Obligation is second to last on bench. I just haven't been impressed with Obligation, and bench is just hot dumpster fire right now. So
yeah.
Monster, you can go, then I'll go.
So basically, MM, obviously, because MM.
Go Burr. MM go Burr.
I'm thinking it's between us being MI6 and DC, because I think DC with the addition of Nev and repeat maybe, but Nev is gonna be like actually huge. Because like I'm telling you, in those trials, it's nuts.
Wait, did double cap get repeat?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did.
Okay, that's actually kind of crazy.
Well, I mean, but they're already stacked the DPS. Matsson's not going to get benched, and I don't remember who their other player is.
Like
but
legitimately,
I doubt it.
DC's going to be even more. No, it's going to be scared.
I think DC
With
would be a
Neville.
lot better of a team if they had better supports.
I think if I have the point, like I'm just going to talk about the DC thing. If I have to point to a singular matchup that will tell us whether or not DC is really legit, it's going to be the MI6 versus DC stretch.
Agreed.
If they can make that game competitive, or beat them, I think we'll have our answer about whether or not DC is crazy or not.
True.
Keep
That will
going,
be their
Monster.
next
I just wanted to make that comment about the DC thing, just to reiterate your point. Monster.
I think he died.
Oh, he's dead. Oh no. I guess I'll
Bench.
just go.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm assuming that
Monster
the rest
back.
of them was going
Hold
to
on,
be the
someone else
same
got my
or
mouse
similar
on
to Reds.
Oh, someone else go. Does anyone else have a tier list?
Jerry
I'm
or
pretty sure
Nova.
mine is the same as everyone else's.
Me?
Well, we've had some variations, so run through yours, Jerry.
Yeah. Well, mine is obviously
There it
the
goes.
bench at the top, S tier.
Oh
I
yeah,
hate it.
yeah.
Ah, no.
And then everything else business as usual, and then put mob mentality at the bottom.
Obviously, trash cans.
Put
Just the
GZG
worst team in the league.
second
Get him out of
place.
here.
I mean, it
Oh,
has
why
been
they
that
even
bad.
Okay,
answer?
one at a
Get
time. One
get
at a
the
time.
game, bro.
Holy.
Wait. Monster, finish your tier list.
Okay, so basically DC depends on Navino, how hard he can like carry, not even carry, but like how hard he'll affect them. Like, because I believe even just a little of Nev's between fight comms is gonna be
Have a big
crazy.
impact.
Yeah, and then after DC it's GZG. I think again they're just pretty strong, and the variation or variability in their kind of comps is gonna help them a lot. It's gonna be unexpected. I doubt they're gonna pull out. I doubt they're not gonna pull out something stupid and unexpected on every single game.
We're a fun team to watch,
so,
man.
yeah.
We're a fun team to
And then-
watch.
After GZG, I would definitely put content. They won against Cap. I mean, yeah. There's not really anything to say. It's like they won against Cap, and Cap's looking on the lower half anyway. Maybe with Kairos and BX, that'll definitely help them. But I think just ending up like right now, it's probably going to be content, then Cap, and then obviously obligation, and then the bench. The bench just sucks ass. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, Jerry, do you
Okay,
want to
my
finish?
turn.
No, Jerry, do you want to finish yours, or do like an actual
Well,
one, and then I'll go?
Yeah, so mob mentality. Well, I
Damn,
should
that's
probably
some
get in front of
pressure.
the camera for this one.
You're
So-
not on the. Wait, where are you?
So
It's bad.
there I am. All right, so mob mentality,
In front of the camera.
GZG.
Just call it
MI6.
GZG.
Yeah, he does all the
Yeah,
time.
I'm hanging
Okay.
you.
Thank God. Double cap.
Monk up.
I'd say maybe capitalism, and then content, and then the bench. Is that no? There's one more.
Obligation.
Yeah,
Oh,
obligation.
wait.
Just put it at the obligation second to
Um,
last. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah, second to last. Yeah.
Bottom two are pretty set,
Okay.
pretty happy now.
Nope, I still haven't
Might.
gone.
Oh, wait. Okay. Yo, I want to go.
You're gonna go.
Bad.
Okay. Number
No,
one,
not
mob
no,
mentality.
no. Oh, fuck
okay.
you.
Number two. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say MI6. Wait.
Wait, what? Wait,
Yeah,
what'd you
well,
say at the?
Mob,
wait,
then
start
MI6.
over. Okay.
Mob mentality.
He was about to have a
Uh,
riot.
Okay.
About to have a riot.
He's like,
Well,
oh, not first, please.
Just
No one.
please
No wonder
go.
you can't get on any teams.
Go,
Keep
go,
going.
go, go.
I got
going.
ranked. I got ranked second place. Trade me.
Go.
Okay. Mob mentality. I'm gonna go ahead and just say MI6, but I feel like there's a possibility they might not be that high. But for now, I'll give them second place because Monster's kind of like god tier. not really, but
Are you actually gonna get playing
Nova?
time over Gag? Because Gag's
Probably.
Yeah,
pretty.
I'm
Probably.
100%. I'm.
Oh,
I
wow.
think I am, yeah.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't
cool.
doubt it.
plus he's I'm pretty sure Monster's a lot more. He calms a lot more.
Okay.
Also, if Jeff isn't in, I'm 100% in.
Oh yeah, that's
Finish,
true.
finish.
Okay. Number 3, Jesus G.
Okay, dude.
Okay. Number 4, double cap because
Wait.
Yeah.
Explain Jesus G real quick for
Jesus G,
me. I want to hear your thonks.
Jeezy G, Jesus G.
No, not like.
No.
like
Why do you have them
Why?
where
Three.
they're at? Why
Oh.
3, not 2? Basically, is what they're asking.
three,
They
my-
want
No,
them to
why
get
three,
to.
my-
3, not 4? Because everybody else has
Oh,
said 4.
sure.
I don't know. I think you guys are better than double cap. Since they kind of
You?
he brought a point, even though I already was gonna say 3rd.
Oh, yeah.
I think double cap. Then again, same with double cap. I feel like MI6 and double cap are both interchangeable. Actually, yeah, I think 4th, 3rd, and 2nd are all interchangeable. But whatever.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm putting double cap at 4th because I feel like they are good, but they're not. For now, they're not better than GZG. 5th. You know, everyone has a lot of faith in content credence, but I just like them. I like them doing bad, so I'm just gonna. Since I feel like content credence is kind of like it's not a for sure thing when it comes to rankings, so I'm just gonna put them at capitalism's 5th. Yeah.
Okay.
And then content is 6th. Then of course obligation is 7th, and then bench is like the best team in the world, so they're 8th. But I love you, bench.
Okay.
Please sign me.
Okay. Okay, buddy.
Just
My
wanna
turn.
play the game.
Yeah,
Okay.
go
Okay.
ahead, Kyla.
Bob's first for obvious reasons. They're dominating every other team they play.
Domination, more like dominated. Got him.
Okay.
Oh,
Easy.
Don't do that. I was gonna say MI6 anyway. Shut up. MI6
What?
because I think. Okay, hear me out. I think the pickup of Monster is more impactful than the pickup of Great
No,
Cup. Since you're
domination's on
gonna have-
obligation. That's what I was
I'm
saying.
not talking to you.
Because
I-
you got shit on. Okay,
Get
cool.
rolled.
Because I
Sensei.
think
Thank you, Red Knight.
MI6 picking up Monster is more impactful than GCG picking up Great Cub, just because I know Ian's gonna play over Great Cub, and it's not like he's gonna be a big impact while he's sitting on the bench.
Truer.
And then I'd put GZG because I'm sorry, they just have more They have like one of the highest flexibilities in this entire league, both in game and comp wise.
So wait, can
no,
I?
no,
can I
no,
make
no.
a
Let me
small
finish.
criticism?
Let me finish.
No,
'Cause
you
they're-
cannot.
I've been on that team. I know the insides of it. The mental adaptability in game is also extremely high for a team of this level.
When you can't
that's
play
huge.
meta,
It's
yeah,
huge.
we can't play meta, but we can play other stuff that gets us where we need to go, and we.
And your meta isn't actually horrible. Like
Yeah.
it's not the best.
That's
and
not like we're
it's
running double
lower tier,
shield.
but it's not horrible.
You did though.
I didn't.
Oh.
Wait, who? Wait, when
you
are we
guys
No,
on
like,
I mean like Sigarissa double shield.
you
I don't even
bragged
remember
it.
that.
No,
Bam's not
like-
double shield.
Bam is a double shield comp. What are you
Bam
talking
is
about?
Bam.
It is a double
Bam
shield
is
comp.
Bam.
Bam's
Bam is a double
Bam
shield
is
comp.
special.
My
Bam
Oh
is one of
my-
my babies.
Y'all are smoking some real special heroin
I
over
need
there.
I need to
I
finish.
was just
I need to
smoking
finish. I need to
heroin.
finish. I
We're
need to
just
finish.
stupid.
Yeah, finish.
DC is pretty close behind GZG because he honestly he is a good pickup. I just haven't seen enough from him, like me personally, to put double cap higher than GZG because of it. Just like I myself haven't seen a lot of his play or whatever, so
Well, don't,
like
don't
I
give him,
trust
like,
you
a
guys.
hard-
I know I'm not saying he's bad. Like I trust your judgment that he's good. I know he's good. I'm sorry, y'all are buffing content way too much.
True.
I'm sorry that like one or two pickups and them actually having their main tank isn't. Like I don't know. They need to prove themselves for me before I can put them above cap.
That's fair.
Because they still, it's like everyone's been saying,
They're
it's
literally
3-2
just
Overwatch. If they can actually pull out a decisive win, then yeah, maybe I'll be more like
Against somebody who
inclined
isn't
to
fit.
give them
And they've only
something.
won one game, so then
Yeah.
against, like,
And then
yeah.
obligation and bench for obvious reasons. Obligation has like the potential to do good against fucking what are they? What do they play?
MI6 is who they play next.
Then content. They have the chance to prove themselves against content, maybe even MI6, but I doubt it honestly. But if they pull something out from the content game, I'll put them probably higher than content.
Obligation needs a patch. Like they need a straight up patch to save them. To save the
I
season.
agree.
They
Yeah,
have
Blizzard. Listen, Blizzard needs to just buff them. Like,
Yeah,
call
like,
Jeff. Give domination a
Hashtag buff the
'cause
bench.
He needs one.
like literally they would need to go back to Giga Hog patch to be like they feel like sore, dude.
Yeah, they feel
Oh,
like
they
sore
do.
put in an environment where they're not gonna roll everyone just because they play
I
random
have
stuff.
question.
Yes.
Mhm.
What is the question?
What days and times do advanced teams play at?
No.
Sunday night.
Okay, thank you.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Monday. That expert is Sunday.
Expert was tonight
Expert
after
was
novice.
tonight.
Experts tonight.
Yeah, that was the other casting.
Oh
one
yeah,
that
you're
I
right.
missed.
You're right.
I cast on Saturdays. I rarely cast Sundays right now.
So I think that's everything. We did tier list.
Yeah.
We can't do predictions because we're gonna have the bye week.
Yep,
We'll come up with
so-
our individual team report cards or whatever, and we're not gonna get our teams. We'll figure that out after. recording.
Yeah, 100%. So
Anybody have anything else before we?
Jerry, you got a story or no?
Ooh, one more thing I
Darn it,
want
I forgot to do stuff.
one more thing I want us to do
Mm.
for next season with the report card is I want each person to like really early, like mid-season, like if you could nominate people for Roll Star.
Oh, early, like first couple weeks.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
nominate your people. If you were the one who had the
Okay.
magical power to nominate Roll
We do
Stars,
that for
and then
next week?
yeah, as part of the mid-season report card.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
say this. Red Knight.
Don't say anything. Yeah.
Okay, love you.
Or save it for save
Are
it
you
for-
really about to try to roll me like that? Come
save
on,
it for
man.
next week.
I'm
Save it
not
for
trying
next
to
week.
roll you, I'm
Save
just
it
Next week,
What
stop
happened
till
it
time.
for
Jerry, do you have
next
anything
week.
stupid to rant about before we
Not
end?
start. Sadly, no, I don't.
Oh, thank God.
I have
Okay.
something to rant about.
Oh,
No, I just think it's funny
Okay. Racism.
that
Funny.
people are dumbasses
Oh, unlucky.
Oh,
and don't
I
reply
love-
to me. It's making me really angry.
I
Oh,
mean,
that's
almost
funny.
like you
That's
ignored
funny.
us
Yeah,
for
that's
like
funny.
the last.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all know it's
What's
up.
this? slept
we
for
were
6
playing
hours
ranked,
and
then
left our
you went to
stream
go
on?
play with the Widow Smurf.
This guy right here.
Oh yeah, when you ditched us to go play with the
Okay, no one has anything else. I say we end this before.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
people
yeah.
lose their
Wait,
marbles.
I want to tell you a story about how I lost my old Steam account.
Oh no, not on stream, on video.
No, yes.
No, it's really good content. It's really
Cut
sad.
cut the vibe, like cut
Cut
the
the vibe,
feed,
cut the
cut the
vibe,
feed,
cut
Okay,
it,
cut
we
the
gotta
feed.
say bye.
Cut it.
Bye.
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 Bye.